the day. From Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis,
are over. It's now a 4-week sprint to the finish, and we are underway here in Week 15. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Steelers offense set for their first possession here, and it's Kenny Pickett who will lead the way, the second-year man, Charles, from Pitt.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
Pickett sets up play action. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. So here come the Colts to take over for the first time, and leading the way is a number 4 pick in the draft out of Florida. Here's Anthony Richardson.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away because they have a lot of confidence in their talent too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now on one play. Well, if it's there, you take it, but otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down. Run the offense, get things going, and see how things settle in.
Richardson's throw here taken in by Gesicki. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Well, a fake on the jet sweep as they run with Cook up the middle. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, second down. Here's Cook again. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
I think Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. They'll come up now, 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Minkah Fitzpatrick. inside the 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. CD, what a sensational start for this defense. Instead of just forcing the 3 and out, which they were about to do, they pick it off and take it in for the score.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't just settle for the standard good way to start a game. They started in dramatic fashion. Take it away, score points, and guess what? They'll be flying to go back out there on defense again after that play.
Boswell for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. As the Colts offense makes their way out, we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. They find themselves in a good-size hole here, and a good-size hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Downs going in motion right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. From the 33, here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Here's 3rd and 3. Here's Richardson to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. They work now on 2nd and 9. Now the first carry for Zach Moss. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for this with Moss. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now it's Richardson. On the right side, open is Gesicki. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Richardson out of the shotgun. That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Richardson looking to throw this. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Now 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Richardson. Pass out left, caught by Woods. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. Cook up the gut. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Richardson looking to throw. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
It's interesting how we label routes. You know, some people might call this a hitch. For me, a hitch is a little bit closer to the line of scrimmage, about 1 to 3 yards deep. A lot of people might call this a dig route, going this deep on a 3rd and 7 to pick up the 1st down. Others just call it a stick route. Get to the right point, stick in that spot, and let them hit you with a pass. No matter what, they did pick up the 1st down.
Now Richardson back to throw it. It's caught. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Cook is into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
And you think about starting this drive, you've just given up a long touchdown, and you're down 14-0 early. If you don't score here, there's a chance you might have to pack this one in before halftime. So that's a great response to go down the field and finish it with the touchdown run.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it was James Cook capping all of that off with a touchdown run. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Pickett. Setting up the screen, Harris. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So roughing the passer penalty and an automatic 1st down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
Second and 3 at the 39-yard line.
Now Pickett. That's caught. Allen Robinson. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Here's Pickett. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. Two guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
2nd and 10. On the delay, here's Harris. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll throw again with Pickett. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Pickett. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Boswell's kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The Colts going to take over now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
19 Charger, 19 Charger.
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And this is Cook with a grab. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Richardson now on 2nd down. Left side, he finds Pierce. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
down. The Colts will call on Rigoberto Sanchez for the punt. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. Gets it away, and I don't think Peterson will get a chance to touch this one. Angling for the sideline. One more drive here for the Steeler offense in this first half. And with a 17-7 lead, maybe they're just looking to get into the locker room. And just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. Pickett back to throw. Robinson's got it. And they're going to get this one across the 35. Final play of the first half. Here's Pickett. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 4. Richardson. Now a short one to Gesicki. So the completion good for just 3. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
They'll run on first down with Moss. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Now thrown to Parker, complete on the slant. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Richardson. Flush to his right. Richardson hit it, he fumbles it. And it's picked up. There he goes, left side. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Harris running straight ahead. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Pickett will look to throw it here. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down. Pickett. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Well, obviously the pass rush gets the glory and the statistics on this play. But the coverage, they deserve a ton of credit too. Denied open windows, erased the quarterback's targets one by one. Everywhere he looked, someone was covered. Only a matter of time before someone got there to bring him down.
Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack. He'll look to throw. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You're trailing by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. First and 10, it's Richardson. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Moss on the give up the middle. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now it's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Richardson. A short throw pulled in by Woods. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 41-yard line. Richardson working from the gun. Over the middle, hauled in by Pierce. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Richardson to the air on first down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down. Again, it's Richardson. Over the middle, into the hands of Woods. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Richardson on 3rd and short. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 12-yard line. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues. And in a 2-score game, obviously every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup. It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible. Now a toss here. Moss running to the left. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Zach Moss, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket. So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter. And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Pickett to throw. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Pickett. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Pick it down to a knee, and that is going to do it. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for the Steelers, they get back to 500 now as the win moves them to 7-7. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they drop their 10th game now to fall to 4-10. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Today, from SoFi.
Byes are over. It's now a 4-week sprint to the finish, and we are underway here in Week 15. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Howell, first play, going to throw it. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, Gibson. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. After last week's loss, you bet this offense probably wanted to come out with a little more fire than a 3-and-out.
And I'm sure that people are saying, hey, come on, Coach, where was the pregame talk? Have these guys ready to go? But you and I both know it goes into preparation and practice and being ready to go. That gives you the confidence to come out and play. They've got to find that fast.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So here are the Rams set to go to work on offense. And they're led by a man who topped the 50,000-yard mark in passing for his career a season ago. In year 15 now, here's Matthew Stafford.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
From the 31, here's 2nd and a couple. They run it again with Williams. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Stafford. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Stephen Carter, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Throwing here, Howell. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's got this down to the 35. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Now 2nd and 9. Howell now to throw it. Leaping, and he makes the grab. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 16. Give them 18 on the play. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. Out left to Dotson. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and we are tied at 7. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was Jahan Dotson with a touchdown catch to finish things off. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. As the Rams offense comes back out, here is the NFC playoff picture coming into the weekend. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because, as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
On first down, Stafford here. Short throw, it's Higbee. 7-7, our score after 1. We're just shy of midfield. Here's a 2nd down and 4. To throw is Stafford. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 2nd down and 6 now. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Back to throw, Stafford. Screen play set up for Williams. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a Rams 1st down on a pickup of 10.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 2nd and 5. Again, it's Williams. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
That is caught. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. Evans running straight ahead. And he's brought down. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. And here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Williams is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Extra point try now for Patterson. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it ends with Cooper Kupp on the receiving end of the touchdown pass. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. another drive coming up for this Washington offense. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11. Now Howell. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
On first down, Howell. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Throwing on second and long. Howell. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Howell. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This from 54 yards away. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. The Rams got a nice throwback performance from their veteran quarterback, Matthew Stafford. He connected on a touchdown pass in that first half, and that's a big part of why his guys lead at the break.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that third consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
On second down, Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Third and 3. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, we don't think you can get the first down against our defense by that decision.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. First possession of the second half now for Washington. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's Howell. Short throw there, caught by Thomas. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Robinson with another carry. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
I think this running game, or should I say lack of 1, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. And Howe will throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the 1st down.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 9. Howe, he'll look to throw it. We'll find Gibson here complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 32-yard line. They'll run this one right with Robinson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back to throw, Howell. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Trey Hendrickson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs. Keep possession of the football.
First target, first catch, and a first down. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Here's Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Now Stafford. They'll find Ayuk open right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Play action. Stafford. And the catch made by Hopkins.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Here's a 2nd and 8. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Short throw, it's Higbee. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe. Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it? Yep. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Another run on second down, trying to cover up. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Kyron Williams with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. And that right there is the definition of a statement drive. You're in the 4th quarter, trying to get to the finish line. And here, they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101? Check that box. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. That time, a 9-play drive. And it was capped off by the Kyron Williams touchdown run. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Here's Antonio Gibson taking it about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here we go now with Howell and the Commanders. Down by 2 touchdowns. 1:39 to go. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Here's Howell. Finding Samuel. A little juke. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Howell to throw. He's got Gibson on the out route. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Back to Gibson and another catch for him. And he's got this down to the 35. Well, they need to score, and score quick. 1 timeout remaining. Final minute, 1st and 10. That's Samuel, caught left side. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game. And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it. And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Howell looking to throw again. That's caught at the 1. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Howell with one final shot. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Jair Elam makes a pick. And the Rams come up with a late turnover. But it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter. But second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him. And then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for the Rams, their chances of finishing over 500, they remain alive as they move to 6-8 on the year. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
today.
The buys are over. It's now a 4-week sprint to the finish, and we are underway here in Week 15. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So a new face at quarterback for the Titans in 2023. It's the 24-year-old rookie out of Kentucky, Charles, Will Levis.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets.
Down the numbers. There he goes. Inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. A huge play there right off the bat. And even 60 yards. And a big run there against the worst rush defense in the league. They're number 32 of 32.
And they're ranked that for a reason. And we're really not surprised to see a big run occur against them, are we?
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Again, it's Edwards. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. 2nd and 6 from the 10. Out of the gun to give to Spears. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Tajay Spears, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. 3 plays already in the end zone. That was quick.
We always talk about offenses understanding what they want to do before they go into a game, and they practice it. They have their script and the plays they want to open with. But defenses aren't just reactive. They have their own ideas as well. These ideas didn't get implemented very well. 3 plays and a touchdown already scored against them.
Extra point up and good by Folk, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Desmond King to return it from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Out comes Deshaun Watson, ready to captain the ship here for this Houston offense.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it, because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. And they'll fake the jet sweep there and instead hand it Kamara. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Back to throw, Watson. And that's knocked away and incomplete. On 4th down, here's Cameron Johnston on to punt for Houston. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense making their way out onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Here's Edwards again on second down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Levis to throw off play action. And that is incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Levis. That one's taken in by Spears. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
On 4th down, here's Ryan Stonehouse to punt for Tennessee. Desmond King deep for Houston. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the Texans will take over. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. The numbers there for Camaro from a week ago. 13 carries, 53 yards, and a touchdown.
So he scored his 8th touchdown on the ground last week, and most guys I know, they want to get into round numbers. So, 10 is really the goal, and this is one sport where being selfish and scoring touchdowns is a good thing. Look for he and the offense to try and get him in there at least twice in this game.
Watson on 3rd down. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. On 1st down, Levis. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
A 2nd down throw from Levis. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Levis back to throw. That's caught. Nick Westbrook-Akine with it. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Edwards. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. They'll run the toss here. Edwards. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
and 9 here. Here's Levis. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
On fourth down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2nd and 10. Watson now to throw. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind, because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive, so either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. On the counter, here's Kamara. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook that can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 30. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Titans now just about ready to take over. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge, because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Jalen Petrie coming up to bring him down. Now a 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's Levis. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield, and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not, and dropped him for no gain.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Levis to throw on 1st and 10 here. That's complete downfield to Okonkwo. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
For a tight end, he's got good straight-line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
They'll throw it again with Levis. It's complete. Burks. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Levis sets up to throw here. Setting up the screen here to Edwards. And it's a Titans touchdown. Gus Edwards, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
Folk connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. A drive that time of 6 plays, and the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Desmond King now to return it. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, called it the 26. The Texans with the football here late in this first half. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something, being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. Watson on 1st down. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. To throw is Watson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now Watson. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. It was a very solid first half from the young rookie from Kentucky, Will Levis. He's got a touchdown pass on the ledger as his guys were able to build a double-digit lead.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. King going to look to bring it out. And he returns this to the 22. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Damone Clark, and they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
First and 10, it's Levis. And a loose football. And the Texans scoop it. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. They looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
Watson's throw pulled in by Woods. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Woods, the receiver, in motion right. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Now 2nd and 5. Now it's Watson. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a gain of 34.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Watson. Man open left side is Brown. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Add this gain to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. He was brought down there by Julian Love.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Schultz. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Kamara will take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
And you can sense a little bit of optimism here. Things have not been going their way, but they get the turnover on the other end, and they turn right around and put a nice drive together. Then they finish it off with a strong run for their 1st touchdown of the game.
Now Watson, he's going to lead the Texans up to go for 2. No one left in the backfield as they send a man left. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
Out come the Titans now. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Here's Spears on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Levis looking to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Phillips. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. 2nd down. Here's Levis. That pass taken in by Burks. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A give for Edwards running right. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 2nd and 9. They run once more with Edwards. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 89 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. The Titans on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Levis. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Edwards. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 15. He'll start with a give to Kamara. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. A 10th carry for Kamara. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Watson. That is caught by Dell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A shotgun snap for Watson. Over the middle, complete. That's Schultz. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. Right side complete. That's Woods. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snapped, and they're there and end up making the play.
Again, it's Watson. Flushed out right. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 17-yard line. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
A give to Kamara running right. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. From the 17, they work on 2nd and 10. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Well, this crowd making it hard to hear. This is 3rd and 8. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Watson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Danico Autry in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score.
So it's the Titans who will control the football first here in overtime as we're back underway. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
That'll be complete to Okonkwo.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Running left is Edwards, and he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Levis to throw it. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, on for a very important punt here in overtime. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Houston set to take over. Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick six, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
Now Watson, his first throw of OT. To the right side and caught by Dell. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Watson to throw. Got his man, Dell. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Watson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Next score wins, but remember, this will be a tie if the period ends with no scoring as they work on second down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Watson. As this complete to Woods. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. So that's it. No double overtime until the playoffs roll around, so that means this one ends in a tie.
Yeah, that's ultimately unsatisfying for both teams, the fan bases. Heck, for us.
True.
We came here to see a winner, right?
We did.
Winner and a loser. We didn't get it. We end up with a tie. Everyone walks away. A little bit cranky on this one.
Meh.
Yeah,
MEH, man. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we sign off from Nashville.
Today, from Lambeau.
The buys are over. It's now a 4-week sprint to the finish. And